Hi, this is Doug with IdahoMMA.com. I'm here with Amy Lil Dynamite Davis out of Idaho Falls, Team Davis. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it, Amy.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, Amy, you're a professional mixed martial arts fighter, and you've got an event coming up June 8th in Denver, Colorado. Why don't you tell us about your opponent?
You know, I don't know a whole lot about my opponent. Her name is Darla Harris. She's ranked, I believe, somewhere probably top 15 right now in MMA.
Right. So now, how do you think the fight's going to go down?
I'm sober. No, that's not good.
I'm sorry, say that again.
How do you think the fight's going to go down?
You know, I never know that. People say they're going to do certain things and then they never end up doing them. My best guess is probably going to be that she's going to try and take me down because that's what everybody does.
Yeah. Well, your background, basically, you're a Muay Thai expert. What's your professional Muay Thai record?
My professional Muay Thai record is 5-0.
5-0. So yeah, I mean, if I was standing across from you, I would probably want to go to the ground too. So now you fight at the atom weight, which is the lightest weight for the women's division. To me, after looking at all your videos, I could tell. I mean, that's probably one of the most exciting divisions in women's mixed martial arts.
I think it is. If you've watched any of the fights, we're small, we move fast, we move a lot. We don't seem to get as tired, just have less mass, I guess. So lots of action going on in atom weight.
Oh yeah, 105 pounds and down to what, 96 or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of action. Now, as far as your thoughts on the recent popularity of women's mixed martial arts, you know, the next Ultimate Fighter is going to have women coaches. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm really excited for those guys. You know, I've been a Ronda fan since day one. I'm a friend of Kat, so I'm a huge Kat fan. So that was going to be a hard one to watch, but super excited about that. It's great to see things take off and people coming up into the sport getting an opportunity as it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Now, you know, as far as the opportunity and getting bigger and bigger, you know, if you were to look into a crystal ball, your crystal ball as far as the future of women's mixed martial arts, where do you see it going?
That's a tough question. I mean, I'm sure it's just going to get more popular and more popular until, you know, I don't know, until the next big thing comes along and everyone gets interested in that.
Well, you know, as far as combat sports, you know, MMA is the fastest growing, most popular sport today, and to see, you know, women finally get their due with the UFC, that's got to be pretty exciting. Now, what, you know, your goals toward the future, what's in store for Amy Davis?
You know, for me right now, I also work a full-time job, and I'm just trying to fight as many people as I can in the smallest time frame I have until I'm done. I've been fighting a long time. I've been training since the year 2000. I've been fighting since 2003. So I just want to, you know, keep going, see where I can go, and who knows.
Well, you know, this is a first for me interviewing a professional MMA women's fighter. What is it like in training? You know, when you have a training camp like right now, I mean, it's not like there's a whole lot of women out there in 105 pounds that you can have as training partners. So I would imagine you do a lot of training with the guys. What's that like?
Yep, I do a lot of training with the guys. I do have some females that I train with. I'm actually very fortunate to have a really good friend of mine that's my weight and competes also at my weight in a different sport.
Well, that would make it really nice. Now, you guys, you and your husband Darren own a gym there in Idaho Falls, Idaho. Right now in your training, you're about a month out. What's your training like right now?
I train multiple times a day. Of course, I work that around my work schedule. So I'm training in the morning on my lunch hours and then a lot after work and most of the weekend days. Lots of cardio. I'm an avid weightlifter. I like to lift weights. It's kind of, I would say, that's my downtime. And then lots of grappling, judo, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, just everything.
You know, I got one last question I want to ask you before I let you go back to your training. You know, as a professional women's fighter, I mean, you know, there's a lot of up and coming amateur women getting into the sport. What would be your advice? You know, you've been in the business since the year 2000. You know, you're pretty much a veteran of the sport. What is your advice to young women just getting into the sport?
You know, my advice is probably going to be different than what most people say. I think if you're going to go to training, you need to train hard. But my best advice would be stay in school, go to college, get a good job.
That sounds pretty honest. Sounds pretty honest. Amy, I wanna thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I know that your training camp's the top priority, and maybe the next time we get together, I'll be face to face, and we won't have to do the Skype thing. But in the meantime, I think the Skype thing's working, and I appreciate your time, and good luck on June 8th.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the interview.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.